Hello there, Captain Prairie here. If you're like me, over 50, overweight and balding, and you're going smack dab through the middle of a midlife crisis, but you don't have the money for a fancy, fast Corvette convertible or a Mustang GT, well, I've got a deal for you. This here is the Coleman CT 200U and the BT 200X mini bikes. What I'm going to do today is go through a complete review of these mini bikes, and then afterwards you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to do a pretty horrendous stunt that's fashioned after one of the best stunt men ever created of all time, Super Dave Osborne. Well, it was raining outside like a cow peeing on a flat rock. So I decided to bring it into the shop here and put her up on the lift here, and I'll be able to show you all of the ins and outs of these mini bikes and kind of the issues that we've had with them and some of the really reliable things about them. So let me get this camera off here. We'll walk you around there. This is the 200X. So you can see that tubing is a lot more stout. It has the shock absorbers, the headlamp, which the electric light ball pretty much blew out the first day that we had it. That's okay. Look at the tires here. These things, we've just terrorized around on them, and those tires are hardly wore from several months of just whipping around gravel, through a field, all that kind of stuff. Starting up very easy on these things. You have a fuel on, off, and then you've got the choke. All you have to do, turn the choke on, turn the switch up here on the handlebars, give it a yank, and it starts immediately. First pull almost every time. Very impressive. Very thick middle here, like I said. This particular model will run you 150 doll hairs more than the red one. Now, if I can get around here without blinding you with that light, I'll show you a couple of things that we have had issues with both of them on. This is the clutch. This is the clutch bolt. Happy Mr. Clutch Bolt likes to turn its way out of there, which it did on both of these. Fortunately, we found one out in the field and was able to put that back in. And on this one, it fell down in there and was able to capture it there. So the other one on the red mini bike, we just tightened it up and it stayed, but this one kept working its way loose. So I put a little Loctite on there and that works just fine. This piece in here that holds this little guide there, there's a piece in here that broke. I had to do some JB weld on that, but that is holding up just fine. You gotta make sure to oil your chains very well. You can see this one needs some because the links are kind of sticking, but don't get anything on the clutch there, obviously. Don't put your leg on that when it's been running because that's really hot. And I'll show you on the only other thing that I had on the red one here, Haas, the bolt for the handlebar brake lever, that worked its way out and made for an interesting ride. And that's fine because brakes are mostly optional. A couple of these bolts, they work themselves out. You got bolts all over this thing here, on the fenders, and the instructions will tell you that you need to tighten them up. And it does come with its own toolkit. Each one comes with its own toolkit, and I'll show you what it has. It's enough to do all the maintenance and everything you need to on these. Allen wrenches, and all the sizes of wrenches that you need to do your work, including when it comes time to tighten the chain. That's the other thing. These chains get really loose over time after just a couple of rides, it seems. So we'll make sure to tighten them. On this little guy, we lost that one. So I found just one that I had laying around here and Loctited that on there. Option B, if you don't have Loctite, you could go ahead and cross thread that nut on there, and that'll be just like factory. Seat on this one, you can see, like I said, she's got a little sway in there because I'm a heavy hitter. Nothing's bent as many times as the thing's been down. Nothing's bent. Some people will say the handlebars get tweaked, but those are just like they were. The seat on this one is quite a bit more comfortable. It's a little bit better built, I think. So you do get more for your money, and that's good. They are hardtails. No rear suspension in either one of them, other than the fact if you want to raise and lower the air pressure in the tires there. This one, when we got it, that air pressure was way up, so it was a real ball slapper until I let some air out. But very impressed with both of them. Top speed you're looking at 20 miles an hour, either one, although the bully there behind me is a little faster than this one. 20 miles an hour though. We did check it with the four-wheeler. So that, I will invite you to ask any questions down in the comments section. Let me know your experiences with them. And probably better set up for a huge jump. See you in a bit. Well, the weather finally cleared up and it is a beautiful day. So we're back here in the western quadrant of the compound and we're getting ready to do this stunt. Not sure where my system is. I'm not one for telling tales in school, but I'm thinking he's working himself on a high score playing Miss Pac-Man Monster or Cuba or something. That's alright, I'll let him play. What I've got set up here is a ramp next to my pickup where I'm going to take the red mini bike off. I'm going to get thrown at it. I'm going to go ahead and jump my pickup. This is a stunt that I'm doing after one of my favorite stuntmen of all time, the late great Super Dave Osborne. A mastermind, angles, speed, and daringness to complete any stunt that he could set his mind to. So I'm going to do it just like him. I've calculated the angles, the speed of the mini bike, the coefficient of friction of the mini bike on the ground, and I'm going to be able to make it right over that pickup and land safely. I chose the red mini bike, Haas, even though the seat doesn't have as much cushion for my bow hunkus as the bully does, but that's okay because it has a little bit better acceleration. Now the ramp itself, he's still a little wet because I left her out in the rain, but that's okay because I'm wearing gloves. I'm going to get all my safety equipment on, get started up over here, and I'll turn you back on. I've done all the safety checks. The ramp is good. The machine is fine. Let's get ready and do this. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Slight miscalculation in my mathematics. Stay in school, kids. I hope my son gets back soon. Help. Help. Oh, the stars are out today, huh? Well, that'll be it for this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Until the next one.